Welcome, beautiful souls. All right, so I am Earth Angel Aura 1111, and I did a full reading, and my audio it was not heard at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and just express through a channel message of what the reading was. As you can hear outside, their engines are truly revving up. Many of these masculines realize that this was a true connection, true love, maybe a term that they use. It's definitely a true twin soul connection, divine feminine, and the masculines are realizing that in your absence. Oftentimes, they're thinking heavily about you and y'all, the experiences that y'all have had. Even when I created this thumbnail, what came to mind is that there's constant triggers. They're good triggers per se in regard to y'all connection. Right now, I'm speaking for those that are in no communication, no contact whatsoever, but energetically, spiritually, you still can pick up on them thinking about you. You may begin to feel more aroused at times, and a lot of it is because they're thinking about you heavily. So as I mentioned about triggers that are good triggers that are happening, but it's affecting them in a negative way, literally driving them bonkers. And that is, there could just be literally like someone licking an ice cream cone on a movie or something, and they see that and their mind begins to wander to being intimate with you pleasuring them, and they are really manifesting reunion with you based on a lot of these thoughts they're having, because they do not want anyone else to be pleased by you. They're also picking up on a lot of comparison. Many of them may have even decided to deal with karmics, and it was a waste of time, because many of them, in order to get to that level of completion, they had to think about you. So it's like no matter what they do, they're continuing to think about you, divine feminine. So by you continuing to hold your energy back, separating yourself from the masculine is causing them to go through a chain of events where they have to come to terms with the wrongs that they may have done, because many of them have projected a lot onto you, divine feminine, and you were able to alchemize that. This is further driving them insane and just like madly in love with you because you're exclusive. And they're also wanting to really lock you down. Like they want to be locked in. Some may have even said the term like we're locked in, and they realize that they made a grave mistake by trying to involve you in third parties or karmics, because there's no comparison. Literally, there's no comparison to the connection that you both have. And furthermore, like, the chemistry is so unmatched towards anything that they may have experienced outside of this connection, because it's just like you have this sacred dance going on. Like he doesn't have to tell you what to do. You don't have to tell him what to do. Like you just mesh. And that's something that they long for, is something that they are craving. So many of them could have been coping per se, or trying to pacify the pain they feel through addictions, drinking. Some may even involve themselves in porn or promiscuity, but none of that is alleviating the pain. In fact, what is increasing the pain, because during the reading there was a King of Cups that came out, a King of Coins that came out, and a King of Swords. So the masculine realizes that he has a lot of competition. There are several masculine energies that are really noticing you, divine feminine, and you could be someone very reserved, but that is adding to your mystique. They may have looked you up online, or if you're involved in social media, they may have had other people look you up, and people are like in awe of all that you have experienced, and you're glowing, you're doing your thing, you're looking beautiful, you're being positive, and they realize that you are a great catch, like you're top tier. And so for them to lose out on this connection with you, they know that it would really devastate them. Many of them are currently devastated because they're realizing now that they're in a place of moving into sobriety, is what I'm picking up. Many of them feel that they're wasting time. Another card that came out was the number 41 card, which was speaking in regard to evolution for the masculines. Many of them could be around that age range or approaching that age, but they're feeling that, and also the 41 represents 5, which is change. They know that change has to happen now because they realize that losing you is something that is not on the table. They do not want that. They don't want you pleasing anyone, like, nah. And so they're wanting to come in and heal energy. And right now, they're also picking up on the fact that there's heavy competition for your love, for your heart. Intimacy comes up a lot with the masculine, and that is because that's his way of really expressing himself when it comes to you. Many of them are not much of talkers, but doers. And so now that they see that energetically something is different with you, in the past, if they have gone AWOL, gone ghost on you, you may have tried to pursue, but now you're not doing that. Now you're focusing more so inward. So congratulations, Divine Feminine, you've done your thing with breaking that karmic cycle. But what is happening too is that there's a chain reaction. They are experiencing a major catalyst of having self-accountability, because they know that time is of the essence and you will not be put on ice forever. They know that you're beautiful, they know that you're worthy, and most of all, they're actually come to terms with the fact that unconditional love really exists, because you still love the masculine regardless of the pain that has happened between the connection. But right now they're a little confused, like, now I realize she's really trustworthy because you didn't seek revenge. They are aware of that. They can pick up on that. That is something that they were really afraid of. But this is increasing their attraction to you, their love for you. So in the conclusion of the reading, a few cards came out in regard to prayers. Spirit is saying that when you get the feeling like a wave of sadness or emotion happening, while they're really wanting to come like speed towards you, the Chariot card also came out as well. So it's definitely representing that they're wanting to come towards you full speed ahead. They want to get on something with some horsepower or a literal horse, but they know that to come towards you, they need to come correct and also in heal energy. They feel they owe that to you out of respect after much disrespect, but it's a healing journey. So when you get the notion that the masculine needs prayers, say a prayer for them. They have had a lot of sores in their back as well, and so they don't have anyone really else on this physical plane that cares about them to the extent of this relationship. So extend your prayers and continue to focus inward, continue to focus on yourself first and foremost. And that's all I have for this channel reading. Okay, you all, see you next time.